Good morning. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Hey, I did a video yesterday on what the government is sowing. Reap what you sow. The next step on this rung, on this ladder of evil, will be to attack your church, your place of worship. Will be to attack you online and in person for going to that place of worship. And most of all, will be to attack your children for believing in your place of worship. It's already started, it's been happening, but it will escalate. All Marxist totalitarian government don't want you believing in anything other than them. So this is the next step. I did a video, several videos on this, my predictions for this government, and this is what the next step is. So what I'm asking you to do as part of your preparedness program is get with your pastor, ask him questions. He should be the shepherd. What do we do if there is a tornado? What do we do if there's a fire? What do we do if there's a crazy man out there with a gun attacking us? How do we defend our flock? That's the next step. Church security is a priority and will become paramount in the coming days. Another assault on your beliefs will be the rise of false churches, false teachings. And you will recognize these false churches by the rainbow flag they fly out in their front yard, by having a just world for all. That's not part of Scripture. There is no just world for all, because if you believe in this world and believe in that, it's not part of God. If you put all your faith in this world, you're putting none of your faith in the Father. So when you see stuff like that, and when you hear people preaching, accept everyone, accept the alternative lifestyles, that's a false church. That is an antichrist. Be prepared to reject that. The steps that this government will take will be to demonize you online, to censor you. Then they will send out protesters and they'll say, we didn't organize that. Yes, they did. And yes, they will. They will have people protesting in front of your church saying you are teaching white supremacy. You are teaching hatred. You are teaching bigotry. You are not a Christian if you don't accept the alphabet gender. That will be next. That will be coming. You will need to know how to defend yourself emotionally and physically. You will need sheepdogs in your flock. Hey! You will need sheepdogs. Excuse me, the dogs are having a wrestle time. Hey! Enough! Sorry. They like to play and I let them. You will have to have sheepdogs in your flock to defend you, to protect God's house of worship. And in the past, you've seen sporadic. This will become commonplace. So get ready for that. The next thing I would suggest and ask of you is, if your church doesn't have a pantry for its membership, for its congregation, to help provide food for those in need, please start one. Stock it up with MREs, dehydrated food, freeze-dried food, long-term food. This is not to give away to those who are in need. You will always have poor amongst us, is what the scripture says. This is to feed your fellow worshipers inside your church, to provide shelter for them, to provide food for them in time of need. And I would suggest you talk to your pastor to set up a long-term food program. Everybody contributes. Have food drives at least once a month and say, okay, my friends, here's where we're at on our food storage. Here's where we need to be for when you seek shelter in this place of God, we will be able to feed you. We need X amount of beans. We need X amount of rice. We need X amount of whatever it is. So we can come to your house when bad things happen and lift you up. That will include blankets, pillows, towels, washcloths, socks, soaps. Start a food pantry for your membership. This is not to give away to the homeless. This is not to give away to somebody that says, well, I got laid off, I need food, although that would be of help. This is a time of emergency for what is coming. Start stockpiling in your church. One of the things I do is when I go to the Goodwill stores, thrift stores, and everything else, I look on the bookshelf, not for survival books, but for versions of King James Bible. You would be amazed how many people get rid of their Bible when their parents die, when their friends die, when they die. You will see a tremendous amount of Bibles on the shelf. I buy all I can with the money I have at the time. I have them here at the house. And anybody that says, I don't have a Bible, I would like to get into learning that, I give it to them for free. Share the word. But share the food and protect one another. That is coming. That is absolutely coming. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Share it. As I always say to you every day, get yourself right with God. And that means, hey, come into me. Help me. Help me be a better person by accepting you, your will. Be baptized, born again. Scripture. Talk to one another. If somebody doesn't know about the word, you're not doing your Christian duty. Invite them to your church. I invite people all the time. I found a nice church. We believe in it. We invite people to our church to hear the word. You'd be surprised how many people are saying, really? It's a good church? I might be interested in it. Invite people to your church. Thanks for watching. The next rung on this ladder of evil will be attacking you physically, spiritually, and your place of worship. Guarantee it. Thanks for watching. Greg out.